Look, Japan, an important ally for us, as well as the host nation of the G7, and we're really trying to develop that relationship, not least in the wake of everything that's going on in the region between Taiwan and China.
We certainly are, and the United Kingdom is seeing an Indo-Pacific tilt with regard to our defence partnerships, with regard to our economic partnerships too. Japan is the third largest economy in the world, and the key part of this comprehensive and progressive Trans-Pacific partnership, this trade deal that with the UK's ascension to it in recent months, has become the same size as the European Union, a huge growth market for the UK. And so these sort of accords that are being signed in Hiroshima a little bit later feed into that. It's not just about defence, it's not just about security, it's about economics as well, and technology. So this partnership that we're seeing in this prime ministerial whistle-stop tour, first he flew to Tokyo, and he's been in Tokyo this morning, where £18 billion of investment has been announced from Japan into the United Kingdom, mainly around clean technology, green hydrogen, offshore wind farms, that sort of thing. But also the United Kingdom is investing in Japan. And speaking just in the last couple of hours, this is what the Prime Minister had to say.
OK.
And I'm also delighted that UK companies are in demand here in Japan too. Take Octopus Energy. Over the next few years, they will invest £1.5 billion in this region. Or Mott MacDonald, building a state-of-the-art offshore wind farm, powering nearly 200,000 Japanese homes. And Leonardo will export over £150 million of their world-class helicopters to Japan. Now, these partnerships will create prosperity in both our countries. So I'm sure you will join me in saying to all those businesses and all of those helping to strengthen the economic partnership between our two countries, thank you.
He's clapping himself there.
No one else seemed to be clapping at that point.
Let's just show you, this is Air Force One, just waiting for the President to come out there as he prepares for this G7 summit. But, Tom, I mean, fascinated by what we heard from the Prime Minister there, because, I mean, in effect, this is making Brexit work, isn't it?
Well, this was one of the big arguments, that the European Union is a declining portion of world GDP in relative terms, and that there are exciting growth markets elsewhere in the world. One of the big prizes of leaving the European Union is that we have the freedom to join other trade associations, other trade organisations like the CPTPP. And that is something that the United Kingdom is really pushing. But it's not, of course, just economics that this is about. Also, this is a huge area for security, and we've seen one of our aircraft carriers being deployed to the region. Part of the Hiroshima Accords as well is greater coordination with Japan with regard to our military exercises and making sure that the free, democratic, market-based world is really speaking as one. And that's what the G7 has come into its own with regard to in the last 2 years specifically.